Hi everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Bridges to Success, brought to you by the Immigrant Center. Today we have a wonderful guest with us, our Settlement Director, Roselyn Advincula. Welcome, Roselyn.
Thank you, Maria. My pleasure.
I have a first question for you that relates to your own experience as a newcomer. Can you tell us when and why you came to Canada?
Yes, I can still vividly remember that time, like 16 years ago, 2008, in the Philippine airport, when I was with my husband and 3.5-year-old daughter at that time, and then my family. At that time, that's the first time that I'll ever leave Philippines and I'll ever leave my family behind. And in that moment, there's happiness because the Canadian dream will happen. And I'll be able to support not only the family that I'll be bringing with me, my husband and my 3.5-year-old daughter, but also the family that I will leave behind. There's happiness. But also at that moment, our hearts were connecting.
Of course.
They were saying in the beginning, bring us some snow. Yes, I'll bring some snow. There's happiness. But the hearts are connecting. It's sad that after 26 years, we'll be apart. But I'm telling myself, I have to do this. I have to do this. And then, as the plane goes up in the air, tears started to fall my eyes.
Oh no.
Yes, and I felt like it's sad, but again, I have to be strong. I have to do this for the dream, not only for myself, but for all of the family members. And then we came to Winnipeg Airport. As I stepped down of that Winnipeg Airport, I felt like I was opening Pandora's box, that I'll never know what will happen in my life when I get out of that Winnipeg Airport. And then as we go down the escalator, now there's this hug rug. At that time, there's no hug rug, but my aunt was there.
Oh,
she's my hug rug.
Beautiful.
Yes, I've seen her face, that I felt like, yes, I'm far from the Philippines, but my aunt is here. She's the familiar face that I have, and she's my late aunt too. I owe a lot to her, and I thank her because she's the one who helped us to come here. And then we hopped into the taxi because she doesn't drive too, went to her house. There's a Filipino feast. I said to myself, oh, never too far from home. Too many food here.
That is awesome.
Yes, yes.
Your story gave me chills. I really got chills. I want to ask you also about your connection with the Immigrant Center. When did you first come to the Immigrant Center and how you became our settlement director?
Yes, that's a very good question. Like when I came here, there was a paper that was given about different settlement agencies. And then when I was on my maternity leave for my second child at that time, I've seen that Immigrant Center has like bridging program. Susan Cook was the worker at that time, and I wanted to study French. So I came to register for that program, and then just upon entering the Immigrant Center door, I think at that time it's Mama Rosa who's in the front desk. I felt so, warmly welcome right away, felt so at home. And then I was telling my husband, one day I'll work here. Like
amazing.
And then dreams come true.
They do.
Yes, and then I was still on my maternity leave for my other jobs. On my 6-month maternity leave, there was a posting for the coordinator for the neighborhood program at that time.
See.
Yeah, and it's a part-time too. And then I tried my luck and I got it. And from then on, I really fell in love, and the rest is history.
No, I believe it. We love you. We love you at the Immigrant
Thank
Center.
you.
Could you tell us a little bit about the services provided by Settlement Services?
Yes. So Settlement Services of Immigrant Center offers a wide variety of services for newcomers. Like when you first come in, again, thinking back about my experience as a newcomer, there's so many resources, but sometimes you don't know where to start. Like what pathway you need to take to.
True,
so within the settlement department, you'll be able to see a settlement facilitator that can sit down with you, assess where you are at, what your needs are, and can guide you and refer you to different resources. If you need resources for housing, for school, for rent assist, for PR card, like many other things. Sometimes you don't know where to start, but to have somebody that can give you and point you at the right direction make a huge difference in everybody's life. So we have settlement workers that are funded by IRCC, so we can serve all the PRs. But also, if you are not a PR, we are funded by the province too, which allows us to help everybody and the PR, and RBC is also funding us. So we don't let clients fall through the crack. We serve them in the best way that we can, and we try to be responsive to their needs too.
We're also open to refugee status, I understand.
Yes, we do. Yeah, so refugee status can also come, and we can provide information. We also have webinars too, and information session, which are very important, because I know the one-on-one is important, but also there are topics that are popular and needed by everybody. So we invite guest speakers so they can have the ability to attend and learn new information in a group setting through webinar. And sometimes we do it in person too. So there's an option, especially webinar for those who cannot travel far with small kids. So it's making it accessible for everybody to attend.
So they're online as well?
Yes.
Some of the topics covered, I understand, is understanding the health system, understanding the banking system, and other systems that newcomers really need to understand when they first arrive here.
Yes, which are very important. The school system too.
The school system.
Yes, fraud, the tax system, MPI, preparing for weather. Like Travel Manitoba just came recently. Thank you for that connection.
No problem.
So like everything that a newcomer needs to get settled, but also to explore and learn too, and also to make them feel that Canada, Winnipeg is their new home, and there's so much resources that they can connect to, and then they can settle to and can explore to.
It is really hard to come to a new country, and I'm sure that every client has an impact story to tell. We cannot tell 20,000 stories, because that is more or less the number of clients we serve every year, counting new and returning clients. Could you tell us at least one story that impacts you?
Yes, yeah, you're right. We have thousands of stories, but I think the one that I won't forget and still in my heart right now is a story. I won't use her actual name. Maybe let's say Maria is the name of the person.
Okay.
She's an elderly woman, and she's been a client of Immigrant Center since Jorge's time, when Jorge was still a settlement facilitator, when she was
that is a long time.
Yes, that's a long time. You had to make note, right? And she was on her temporary visa at that time too. And then Jorge helped her with resources at that time, with her housing, apartment, and everything, until the permanent residency. And then up to the point where I am in the settlement already, Jorge connected her to me because she was needing some supports as well at that time. And Mir Weiss became her settlement facilitator too. But there is this moment wherein her pension didn't come yet, and for 3 months, and she's by herself here. Her daughter is away. And there's also many documents that she needed to fill out, many challenges along the way.
Are you saying she was alone here?
Alone. She doesn't have any support
We
system.
were the only support for her,
Yes,
basically.
and that's why she kept on coming back to us. And then at that very lowest part of her life, she even said that the social assistance was even cut, so she really didn't have anything.
Oh my goodness.
At that moment. And good thing that we have a gift card too at the Immigrant Center, so we were able at that time to provide her $50.
I see.
And she's very happy when she came back that she said she was able to spend $25 with many things.
Oh.
I know, and she has $25 more left for her.
Oh my goodness.
To make the ends meet. But then again, we tried our best to support her, and then also to advocate for her within the system. And also that time she was approved in the Winnipeg housing, so she can now move from her daughter's house, which is away, to a new apartment, but then she doesn't have money to even pay for the movers. So she asked, can we ask for volunteers from the community? I posted something, the community responded to that call. Men
wonderful.
came, helped her, brought all of her stuff from her house to the new house, and she's very happy because she felt that she's never alone at that moment. But also, it didn't end there, the community connection. She found like a family within one of those who were helping her. Now this like one guy and the family is taking her out like on weekdays so that she won't feel that she's by herself, that she's alone, that she has a family here too, and taking her to programs.
That's amazing. I had a chance to meet her personally, and she's a wonderful individual. You spoke about outreach. Could you tell us a little bit about that part of your role with the Immigrant Center? You connect with other organizations. How does it work, and why are you connected to those organizations?
Yes.
Is it for the referral system, or?
Yes, that's one of the main things. And also I think the good advantage of that is before I became the director of the settlement services, I was in the neighborhood program or the zone program, where we are really connected to different agencies across the city. And for me, there's always beauty in connecting with other agencies, because there are many services that we offer, but also it's also limited depending on our funding and eligibility. So when there's services that we cannot provide, we know where to connect them. We know what services and who to connect in those places. And same thing too, like they, as the other agencies, they trust us, we have a relationship with them, they connect with us, they refer clients. So there's that mutual connection and understanding and relationship, which is very important in Manitoba, and I think in the settlement field. That's how we help clients not fall through the cracks if we are communicating and having that great relationship. And I think for me too, I'm the type of person who loves to connect with people and everybody. So.
I know you do. You do a lot of outreach for us, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
I want to ask you what you think about the future of settlement services in Canada and in Manitoba. What do you think will happen to our services?
Yes, I think I'm always excited to see the future, especially within our settlement and also the settlement in Manitoba. Like personally within the Immigrant Center Settlement Services, I'm thinking more of innovation and creativity, which is based on clients' needs. So I know that we are very responsive to the needs of the clients. Whenever there's a need, we try to respond. But I would like to see in the future for us to be more creative, more innovative in terms of partnership, getting more funding, so that we can offer more to our clients. And then, in line with that, more partnership. Partnership makes us do the things that we needed to do. Partnership with funders, partnership with ethnocultural communities, because we have many leaders there, and they needed to be more aware of our services, and also maybe co-create programming with them.
Yes, why not?
Yes,
why not?
And also I'm thinking about our indigenous community too.
We need more of that.
Yes, as part of the Truth and Reconciliation, and I know that Immigrant Center Strategic Plan has that too.
Yes, it's our fourth pillar.
Yeah, so it will be very good for us to incorporate that, and for newcomers and indigenous community to have a space to learn
more.
Yes, learn together, build relationships, stronger relationships.
Yes, I agree 100%. Well, I want to thank you for being here with us today, for your insights. You're an amazing individual. I admire you.
Oh, thank you. You are too. Oh.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing all your information with us, Roselyn. Thank you to our viewers for tuning in. For more information about our services, visit icmanitoba.com, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Bye and see you soon.